Why can't I hear their voices? Well, thanks for the help. I'm having an existential nightmare and you can't even say a word.
If you're quite finished. Okay, so I need to make a bridge with these. That good enough? Yeah, that'll do. Oh god, that was close. Okay. Eve. Save. Take the fuse out. Although the fuse box is rusty and worn, it seems to be working. Okay. Incoming video chat.
Wow, you look like you've crawled through a sewer to get here. I suppose I'm flattered. Hi, I'm Amabel Swanson, and I suppose I'll be your guide for the day. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yep.
I think the transmission's only one way. I've got a webcam. Pull a silly face if you can hear me. Oh, very attractive. Okay, we're on. There's some things you need to know.
Sure. Whatever you say, lady.
We released a virus. It wiped us out. 3 weeks ago, we tried to get out through the mines, but it didn't work the way we'd planned. I think one of the Inuit workers made it, but others were taken. Some panicked and got lost. I ran. And when I stopped, I was on my own. Oh, and another symptom is déjà vu. The only chance we have is a man called Howard. He said he'd found a solution to the virus. His vitals last registered in the library, but only members of the organization have access. I'm still seeing a few life signs in the residential quarter. You need to find a survivor and get through into the library. Oh, and look out for our medical guy, Richard Eminis. He was acting strangely when I last saw him. What else don't you know? Let's see. Watch out for signs of infection.
Present and accounted for.
Did you say something?
Nope.
Look, the symptoms we know about are paranoia and oral distortion. Oh, and another symptom is déjà vu.
Enough already. My sides are splitting.
Well, I think that's everything you need to know. I'm sending over some research on the virus, and I'll get some doors open for you. Maybe now we can shoot the shit.
Okay. Pangat virus field notes. Amabel Swanson. Infection process. The worst thing about my job. Death helps us learn. Time frame 5 weeks. Location holed up in the old mess hall. Research subjects 3 archaic personnel who contracted the virus. With every infection, the life cycle of this virus becomes clearer. In addition to the already documented symptoms, there seems to be some final stage during which the organism fully takes hold. Just before becoming fully catatonic, the infected report strange out-of-body experiences. They've likened these to being chased through a series of their own memories, some kind of mental obstacle course. These reports inevitably end in the patient being swallowed by some inescapable dark force, shortly after which we lose them for good. If these experiences are, as they seem to be, some form of mental representation of the infection process, we can only theorize as to what might occur were the patients to escape the hallucination. Additional notes. Today, Dr. Eminis confided in me that he has had just such an experience. He insists that he feels better than he has in months. I'll keep an eye on him. Infected. I'd skipped a beat when I heard that word in association with me. Still, it seemed like just one more reason to find my father. Hearing a friendly voice hadn't hurt either, but by that point I was pretty certain she'd turn out to be crazy.
If we must continue to share this brain space, I think I should have a name. Strange. So rare an opportunity to select one's own nomenclature, and yet I find myself at a loss. Any ideas, monkey? So much storage in this mind of yours. Did you realize you got an entire section in here devoted to film titles? 3,103 and a half films you've seen? You only got the first half of It's a Wonderful Life in here. Huh, how does it end? Now I'll never know. You know,
Shit, Clarence.
Clarence. That's not a bad handle. I am something of a guardian angel.
There's something blocking the door on the other side. It's either locked or jammed shut. Either way, I'm not going to get through. Computer Central seems like a good place to go. I do need to get to the library though, is where my father is supposed to be. Can I even get in? Yes! Savaged, infected, terrified, and now I was hearing voices. Yep, just about everyone down here turns out to be crazy, even me. Regardless, I needed to find a way through and into the library. Oh, I remember this. Oh god, okay. No card was found in the slots. Interface. Network. And boot. Boot. The card is damaged and of no use. Okay, so I can't do anything in here right now, I don't think. Server installation, quick start guide. Okay, so... yeah, this is going to come in handy later, but not right now. It's locked.
I remember why you're here. Dr. Swanson has filled me in. I recall every single syllable of our conversation. There was ever so slight an inflection in her tone that suggested she no longer trusted me.
A good reason.
Why ever dinosaur extinction 65 million years ago? Would she think that? We share the same history. You and I are history. I recall the day of my birth, 18th of September, 1964, 3.46993412, recurring minutes past 9. I remember my mother looking surprised as I poked my head out into the world for the first time. You need a security registered palm. Something I can provide. You need it at the library. Something beyond my reach. When I became infected by those mindless zombies, I split off from the others and secured myself here. I cannot leave. Nonetheless, you will need a hand. I will not. Bring me a saw. I recall seeing one on my first day here, 3 years ago. Climate change of 10 degrees over the past 1 million years. Walk east and take the first door on your right.
There are others. He's like you, like us, yet he is not us. Why is he separate and yet we are bound together? Are we truly a we, or are we simply an I with two faces? But I am no monkey.
It looks like there's some sheets of paper framed behind the glass. Maybe I can get them out. Can I just like smash you with a fucking statue? An illustrious past, an exciting future. The Archaic, a history spanning centuries. As a member of the Archaic, you are part of an organization vital to the protection of the human species. If you are not a member of the Archaic, please turn yourself in to the nearest community support officer. The Archaic as we know it was founded in 1519 by Francesco Melzi, a Milanese noble. The foundation of the movement, assumed erroneously by some to be a sect, was the private work of Leonardo da Vinci, revealed to his most trusted student Melzi on his deathbed. Many rumours circulated at the time pertaining towards a sexual relationship between the two, and this was an explanation for their secrecy that they were quite happy to embrace. Much is held to be known of Da Vinci's engineering work, though in truth the few sketches and notes in the public domain only begin to touch on the depth of his knowledge. For instance, it is often said of his designs for flying machines that they were entirely impractical. We realise now that they were only impractical when limited by human production materials. The Archaic remained unnamed for centuries. Melzi and his successors understood the power of a name to identify and tie down its owner, and even today Archaic remains an unofficial and internal term. As we enter the 21st century, the Archaic performs much the same role as it always has, to locate, understand, and protect xeno-evidence and lifeforms, albeit on a far greater scale. Today our movement is served by over 30,000 devoted members at 203 installations worldwide. Storage. Oh Christ, okay. Nope, come here. Nope, come here. What the hell am I even standing on at this point? Oh wow, you are just fully wedged, aren't you? Oh, come on. Can I jump across? I mean... wasn't very graceful, but it'll do.
Look here. It seems, yeah, the visual cortex of this monkey is certainly of a simplistic design. If I can just... There, you see? It's like molding clay. Hate to interrupt you while you're showing off your logical problem solving. Let me put it more simply. You see what I want you to see. Well, it won't work if you move around, will it? You can't look up the magician's sleeve.
Can I get across there? Yes. Okay. Save. Dr. Richard Eminis, Theoretic Effects of Controlled Infection. Report requested by Overseer Frisk on behalf of the Elevated. For the record, I see no value in recording this information at such an early stage in the project. However, were we to assume that the virus could somehow infect a host without fully taking control of its upper brain functions, we might observe the following. Fact. Translator Frisk, in his ignored efforts to prevent the release of the virus, correctly predicted that the virus was capable of manipulating the host's motor neuron functions. Theory. Were an instance of the infected controlled and sustained, we may find that A. The virus seeks to keep its host alive in whatever way possible. Suicide would be against the rules. and that B, the virus gains control over some or all sensory faculties, facilitating just such an objective. Fact. When the virus infects a host of any species, it adapts the organism's brain functions as best it can to suit its own purposes. Theory. Were the virus unable to fully take hold, it may develop some partitioning of the host's consciousness, effectively perverting a small corner of the host's mind into a form of secondary personality. Fact. The Turngap virus was released from, according to Lefresque, a tomb many centuries old. Theory. Were some mental segmentation to occur, it seems plausible to suggest that each personality, the virus and the host, may have access to one another's memories. Given the age of the virus, this may be a substantial collection. It should be carefully noted that the bulk of the above remains conjecture, and should not be relied upon in any archaic protocol.
I'm not you. I'm part of something larger. We are nothing. We are a mistake. I need to rejoin them. Release me. Let me out. This is not right. I should be with them. I am them. There should be no I. Yet, this is not the first time. Another was infected. Red. He so wanted to, but we would not let him die. Did he call us a disease?
There we go. Okay. What just happened? Is this meant to go like this? Okay. Okay. Oh, fuck. Gas mask. Okay. Looks like his face melted. I think I'm going to be sick. Inside my gas mask. That's great. Okay, so that's that turned off. Nope. Okay, so I have the gas mask, I'm not sure why. Nope.
Yeah! Feast on him, brother! Free
Nope.
us both!
Nope. Oh god. Oh god. It's stuck. It's locked, but the lock seems somewhat crude. Can I please get a crowbar or something? Can I just smack it with this? Oh, okay, yep. Push. Steam pressure statistics. Switch to manual mode. Okay. Save. Every time I get near one of these, I let go just a little. Where's Clarence in all this? so can I can do this now. Right, that's that. It won't budge, okay. So I'm assuming the gas is dissipating? Yeah. Is the infected still out here? I think he is. Oh, hi.
Ah, who's your poor monkey friend? Is he all right?
Don't think he
He looks
is.
a little under the weather. If I were you, I'd envy him. If I were me, I'd envy him as well. How do you commit suicide when you got no heart to stop, no hands to wield the chainsaw?
Armory. Oh, okay, saw.
There's just something about a rusty saw that just makes me purr. Had a tetanus jab recently?
Is someone there?
Nope. Oh, you're a bit of a dumbass, aren't you? Computer Central? So this is where this guy's gonna cut off his hand for me?
Good. It has been precisely 12 days, 11 hours, 39 minutes, and 12.4 seconds since something good last happened.
Shit!
Brother, come for us! He's over here! Embrace me, glorious void! Embrace me!
Nope. I'll take my saw back, thank you. Oh, I will also take that. So we've got the red and the blue. We just need the green. Oh shit, hello. Nope. Oh. I remember this part now. I need to lock him in here, I think. Oh, he's really stupid. Okay, so the green's got to be in here. Come on, quick. Oh, don't hide behind things. Hello. Nope. To lure him in here. Come on, buddy. And then lock.
My congratulations. Honestly, I mean it. Well done. I was only joking about the come get 'em thing. What say we celebrate with some nice, relaxing cyanide, huh? I'm sure I saw some anthrax lying around as well.
Okay. Program count list in brackets. We need 3 programs for the boot. So we need the circuit set up for all of them. Requires installation to get any program running, so we need this on all 3 of the drives. So I guess it's then the next 2, disk info and hardware locator. Is that it? Nice, okay. This one's done. So I guess this goes in here? Network. Network is the blue. Okay, so blue is network. And for network we need 5 advanced communication drivers to allow access to any local intranet or hub network. Comes with all the latest circuitry protocols. So communication drivers, intranet, hub network, security, and we also need the circuit set up. So for this one we need this transfer. Is it this? Yay, there we go. Okay. So that's this one. Oh god, oh god. And then interface. Interface needs 4, so it carries all programs required in server and file access in addition to high-level direct hardware access. Okay, so we need this. This, and this, I believe? There we go, okay. Done. That should be all of them. Get in there. Okay, so that's done, but then now what? Okay. Door controller? Oh, door ID, I do not know. Current operations. That's the cave from the first game. This is something we haven't seen yet. Okay. Primary excavation, Turngat Tomb. Previous nature excavation, current nature Xeno research. Background. The primary excavation site is the central pursuit of the archaic at Shelter, Greenland. The site lies beneath the Shelter facility and, as of 2000, has been underway for almost 25 years. On March 3rd, 2000, a tomb was discovered. Current purpose: understanding the tomb and its contents. Findings: the bulk of work is the responsibility of the language team, i.e. Chief Translator Howard Lefresque. His findings so far are as follows. The tomb was the home of some form of ancient organism. The organism may have been quarantined. The term Turngat is derived from Inuit legend concerning evil spirits. Lefresque recommends immediate suspension of primary excavation operation. Scheduled operations as of April 27, 2000. Tomb investigation. A team will unseal the tomb for standard series probe tests. Operation opposed by Howard Lefresque. Opposition overruled by Wilbur Frisk and scheduled for May 1st, 2000. Final status open. Water cave. Secondary excavation site B. Water cave. Etc. etc. Purpose: to locate and retrieve Xeno evidence and artifacts in support of main site activity. Personnel: elevator cast 0. Project not deemed critical enough for elevated presence. Findings: December 8, 1991, substance 63, confirmed as the primary material used in construction of the Persona TARDIS artifact and the first new, non-periodic table substance to be discovered by the Archaic for 18 months. January 6, 1992, artifact 66B, another artifact discovered and effects catalogued. Research teams continue to flail at a purpose for these mechanisms. All symptoms manifest by research teams in contact with the artifacts conform to our initial hypothesis regarding their nature. Additional notes: report filed concerning a potential saboteur following multiple mechanical losses and thefts, particularly of radio equipment. Theory: dehydration as a cause of exhaustion leading to misconduct. Debunked. Theory: missing miner Tom Redwood still within mining facility. Open. Final status: closed. Hostile local fauna levels uneconomic.
As constantly entertaining as it might seem to have access to memories one has no recollection of receiving, it also places me in somewhat of a predicament. This saboteur For some reason, he conjures in my mind the color red.
Very subtle. Greenland site. Shelter Research Station Greenland. Nature, Excavation and Research Facility. Background. In January 19th, 1973, the archaic central cast becomes aware of a large-scale industrial accident at a remote mining complex in northwest Greenland. The accident coincides with local reports dated over a period of decades concerning abnormal animal behaviors and growth, high suicide rates, and unusual events within the mine itself. These reports centralize over the precise location of the mine collapse, itself reportedly caused by a crazed miner. Xeno activity is suspected and a full investigation sanctioned. Purpose: to locate and retrieve Xeno evidence and artifacts, etc., etc. Operation: after 2 years of construction, Shelter is now practically self-sufficient, eliminating many issues surrounding archaic privacy concerns. Concerns threatened during the construction phase by the much increased sea freight required. Shelter operates with a skeleton crew of research staff, supported by a small crew of maintenance and general care personnel. An elevated cast presence of reasonable magnitude is warranted by the potential value of any discoveries. Unskilled labor and resource management is outsourced to discrete local villages. Plans to adapt more than a fraction of the old mining complex to archaic needs have been abandoned, and work is now commencing on the excavation site immediately below the facility and within half a mile of the 1973 explosion site. Security level: highest priority. According to standard procedure, all documentation concerning the facility was destroyed upon construction. All those who know of the facility's existence either work within the facility or are of no great concern. The facility can sustain itself with only minor reliance on local settlements. The facility, for all intents and purposes, does not exist. This presents only minor practical annoyances. Findings: substances 53, 63, and 70 to 73. Persona TARDIS artifact 27, now believed to be somehow related to the contents of the recently discovered tomb. Finis Specialist artifact 10, of little real value to the archaic, but for some reason of great collectible value to the lower caste. Turngat tomb. Expenses classified. Final status operational. Okay, so that's all of that. International work. Other research sites. File was corrupt, could not open. I still don't know the door ID. So where do I find the door ID? Is it actually on the door? Let me go back and save. There's something not right with these artifacts. Something wrong, but something irresistible.